Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you've been following along, I've been working on my garage reorganization projects, and I was hoping to be able to start getting back to work on the Cobra by now, but unfortunately things just keep popping up and getting in the way. If you watched my last video, you saw that I received this new tool chest here, and when I was going to put it back together, or put it together and finish the assembly and start using it, I realized the front of it took a hit, and the sliders for a couple of the drawers were no longer attached in the back, and there's some internal parts that are bent. So this video, I need to get to work on getting this thing fixed and then finish putting things in order out in my garage so then I can finally get to work on the cars. Right now, I just still have too much stuff in the way and out of place. Need to just, need a little more time to get things organized. But trust me, I'm hoping next video I will be working on the trunk hinge for the Cobra. I do appreciate you following along and being patient, but the car work is coming soon. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get the camera turned around and start messing around with this tool chest. So as you can see, I've pulled out, the top drawers and then the couple down. And here, especially now with the light being a little better, you can see what it is this internal rail that these slides are riveted to. I'm guessing the drawers took a hit from the front, and that was enough to bend this inward. So you've got loose, no longer clipped in the back here. So what I need to do is this one and then this one here, kind of get them lined up where they need to be, and then you hit this with a hammer, bring it back this way, and you can also see it's bent there that way. So just kind of need to realign that, get things where they're supposed to be, and then I should be able to get the drawers put back in place, and hopefully everything will function correctly. So that is the plan. I've got a wood block and a hammer, and I'm just going to kind of take it slow and slowly work things out. There's also a dent in the back. It's hard to see just with lack of lighting, but I'm going to try and knock that out as well, just to make it look a little better. But it is what it is. As I said, I got this, they drop ship them, and it's sitting on top of a pallet, but it's really not attached to the pallet. So God only knows what happens in shipping. And, you may be asking why I didn't just return it. It's the hassle. This was bought online. They'd have to send a freight company to come pick it up. Then I'd get another one. Who knows what condition the other one would be in. This one, for the most part, it's acceptable. It's not bad. The front looked okay and whatnot. There's no real marks on any of the areas that are going to be exposed. So I'd rather take the time and just fix this one versus go through the multiple weeks of hassle trying to return it. That, and it's out of stock now. They had such a good sale price on these that they sold out of them, and who knows when they're going to have them again. So got a smoking deal. This is kind of the price you pay for the smoking deal, I guess. So anyway, I'm going to grab the hammer and that wood block and see if I can start straightening out that rail. Good news, all of these are now fixed. They're tight where they're supposed to be. All set. I ended up having to fix this one, and then both of these, they were all out. Or maybe it was this one, I can't remember. But I was able to walk them back into their clips. They basically have a tab that goes into the slot here on the back side. I did have to bend the tab on the back side out a little bit just to get it fed in, and that was with me pulling on the back and trying to walk it in. And then once I did that, I was able to just use some channel locks and a spacer and clamp that back down. But then what I had to do is they were still really loose, and it was up here is where it was bent. This this bar here goes all the way up, and then there's a bracket that's riveted into the top, which you can see the rivets right here and here. That is where it was bent, and this whole thing was pitched forward. So they were still really, really loose. You could bounce it up and down even though it was in the slot. So I grabbed a hammer and hammered that out up there, and that got this sitting pretty much back where it was. And now everything is good and tight for the most part. So this is the only one that's ever so slightly loose. So I might mess with it a little bit more, but all the others are good and tight, and the bracket's not moving at all. So that is job done, and should be box fixed. All right, and the next thing I want to address, it's probably not going to be easy to see just because it's dark in here, is that dent I was talking about is right here. It's actually pushed in right here, and then there's a recess, so it folds here. Fortunately, the side panel sticks out this far, so it's gonna be hard to get in there, but I'm gonna grab a block of wood and a hammer and just see if I can push it out some. I've come around outside. This is the dent I'm talking about here. You can see it's, it's pushed in pretty good. Looking down the side of it. So that's what I'm going to try and walk out ever so slightly, see if I can, get it to look any better than it currently does, because right now there's a good lip and I can almost get my finger in there where it goes behind the back panel. No, really not too much better. I was able to push it out a little bit in some spots, but just that power strip is right here, and then there's also that internal structure. It's just hard to get to that edge. So at least it's the back side. No one is ever going to see it. The side itself doesn't look bad or anything, and that's really not going to be seen that much anyway. So I'll deal with it. It's much better than it was, and hopefully the drawers are nice and solid. I'm going to go ahead and get the drawers installed and see how it turned out. All right, all fixed. The drawers actually go back into place like they're supposed to, and I can lock and unlock them, and they actually work properly. Whereas before, like, they were going in pitched and not wanting to go all the way in, and it was a fight. So now that is all fixed and it is working as it should. So I need to get this thing, I've got shelf liners I need to get put into all of the drawers, and then start moving stuff around on the back wall over there so I can get this put into its final home. Well, as you can see, box is against the wall, and I put the top on it, which again, it just slides into the grooves, nothing crazy. I put my parts washer on it. I'm not going to be able to open the lid because it's too tall. So yeah, I mean, I could roll it out, but I'm not really happy with how things are looking there. I may be reorganizing what's over in this area. Maybe put the drill press over there next to the tool cabinet and just kind of figure out a few other things along this wall and just shuffle stuff around. I also removed, I had a power strip that was attached to the underneath of the cabinets there. Remove that, since there's now one on the side of the workbench, or the rolling workbench, which you can see, where stuff is kind of plugged into the side there. Also noticed after I wheeled it over there and was messing around and putting the drawer liners in, that large bottom shelf to the right, its track was out of place. I don't know how I didn't notice that before. So I had to go through the fun process of, trying to bend and manipulate and get it all back in there. But now all the drawers are good to go once again. So yeah, you can see that my little stack of drawers with my grinder got displaced. Not sure where I'm going to do or what I'm going to do about that, where that's going to live. That's another reason why I'm thinking things over on this side might be shuffled around, just to make it more usable. You can see I kind of have some stuff just sitting here in front of the Cobra. Just have to kind of think about how I want to reorganize and where I want things to live. So it's been a couple days since that last clip, and I've been keeping busy. Most of these drawers are now full of stuff. So I've been kind of reorganizing. I've emptied out some of these cabinets up here and put some of that stuff down there, as well as just like moving some stuff from other areas. So coming along. One thing I need to figure out is this TV, because this cart is a little bit bigger than I expected it to be. So now I'm kind of out of room for this cart, which is my grinder mount, as you can see. And this is on wheels, which I have to repair it because one of the wheels broke off when they did this work. I kind of need to put a new base with bigger casters. The old casters were just too small and they dug into the floor and just tore it out of the thin wood. So have to fix that. But it makes for a good grinder base. And then I do have stuff in every one of those drawers, different like bits and taps and dies and drill bits and fun stuff. So I do want to keep that. And I'm thinking that is going to end up going next to the box here, and then I might also put my welder cart, which is over there, next to it, which means this corner wood thing that I built a long time ago is most likely going to get scrapped because I really have no use for it. So that being said, I need to find a place for the TV, and I was going to just leave it up here, but it is ever so slightly too tall, like probably 1/8 of an inch. So I've got a wall mount kit here, and that is next on the list. I need to get the TV mounted on the wall over here. It's an articulating kit, so that'll work out pretty well. I can angle it out and make best use of it. So I'll get it up pretty high so it's, there's plenty of room underneath it for, like I said, the 2 carts and stuff that I'm probably gonna put in the corner here. If the carts don't go in the corner, I might just put my cherry picker and engine stand and stuff there, and then put the carts, the one cart over here. So I'm just trying to figure out how to make the best use of the space in this garage. A little while later, and as you can see, that is now been addressed. TV is mounted. It's on like a nice articulating mount, so I can actually pull it out further and pivot it and all kinds of fun stuff. So good to go there. So now I can try and figure out how I want to lay out things in this corner. Like I said, this wooden stand that I had been using is most likely going to go. I'm thinking, like I said, the welding cart and then my grinding cart are probably what's going to go in there, because the engine hoist won't fit under the TV. It's actually a pretty good spot for it there. I'm thinking the engine hoist, engine stand, drill press, and press are actually in pretty good spots. But yeah, that welding cart, I think that can move in that corner, as well as the grinder. So it's a few hours later since I filmed that last segment, and after a few cold snacks, as Derek over at Vice Grip Garage likes to call them, I was thinking about this cabinet here in the corner that I built 20 some years ago, and how solid and sturdy it is, and how I'd really hate to tear it apart and just pitch it. Also thinking about this cabinet here, which was built by my wife's grandfather and is pretty solid other than the base, which is kind of rickety, and one of the dollies broke off of that leg there where you can see a piece of wood under it. And this is pretty solid, and I've got stuff in every one of those drawers, and it's held up pretty well. Then I grabbed a tape measure and did some measuring. Well, I think I'm going to integrate this set of drawers into the front face of this cabinet. Width-wise, it'll fit no problem if I knock out those two 2x4s that the existing drawer is sliding on. Height-wise, if I take off this face 2x4 right here, it'll clear. If not, it's short, or it's a quarter inch off. So I can take that 2x4 off, integrate the old cabinet into this, and then I also do have a set of casters that I bought, some heavy-duty 2-inch casters that I was going to put on the bottom of that one from my grandfather-in-law. But I can put that on the bottom of this. So then I will have a nice heavy-duty rolling platform that's pretty solid. I'll just pull those nails out of the side, but I used those for hanging stuff a long time ago. Get rid of the existing drawer that's on it. I'll have all those nice drawers in the front, and it'll give me a place to have both that grinder and the chop saw, which I haven't brought up here from the basement, that I put down there to store when the garage work was being done. So I'm thinking that is going to be a good way to go, and I can most likely, what I'll do is put the cherry picker in the corner, because I figured out I can tuck it behind the TV, and that'll be fine. So the cherry picker and engine stand will go in the corner, and then this cabinet can go next to it, and so on and so forth. And that will line this wall, and I should be good to go. Also, just in case you're interested, that is one of the glasses that I am selling on my fourth wall site, or whatever it's called. Link in the description below to the items I have for sale. Pretty nice little Cobra glass if you're a beer drinker and interested, worth it. So it is the next day, and my plan was to come out here and work on moving some stuff around and starting on that the modifications of that corner unit and integrating that cabinet into that stand. But Mother Nature had different plans, and between last night and today, I've got about a foot and a half of snow outside that I need to go move off of my driveway. So that is definitely cutting into my work time. On top of that, this is getting close to the deadline to get everything put together for my Sunday post, and I'm not going to have time to do much else. So sadly, I believe there is going to be one more video on garage stuff. I know, I'm sorry. But I definitely need to, get this stuff finished. And also on top of it right now, can't really even get to the back of my car because I had to pull in my trash bins because of all the snow and everything getting buried. So I have no access to the trunk area anyway, and that's what I'm going to be working on. So need to go get snow cleaned up, get some of this out of here, and then hopefully I can start working, get this work done here and then get to work on the Cobra. So please bear with me. I work full time. This is, a hobby more so than a job. So, you know, time is limited, unfortunately. So, that being said, if you like what you're seeing, you want to follow along, please hit like, please hit subscribe, please hit the notification bell. If you have any questions or comments about anything you see, please leave them in the comment section below. I do review them, I will reply. I do have a second YouTube channel devoted to firearms. If that's something that interests you, please check it out. There's a link in the description below. I also have a Rumble channel where I'm posting firearm content. If you're on Rumble, I'd appreciate it if you had, like my page. There's a link in the description as well. Have a bunch of merch I am posting in my Fourth Wall merch store. It's going to be ongoing uploads and changes and things like that. There's a link in the description of the video. Plus, you'll probably see some items under this under the video. Appreciate it if you would check that out as well. That being said, thank you very much for watching and have a great day.